Good morning, we are just about to mix up some of the AHL2, it's now called. It used to be AB9, so this is part of our SFI 23 scheme. I have just swept out the trailer. We're going to mix up some seed. Got a fancy new bagging bucket there behind me, you'll see in a sec. So mix up some spring barley seed first. We have got a little bit left over from my trials, which has also got some companion vetch in it as well, so it doesn't matter if that goes in. And then a little bit left over of actual seed, which was a 3-way blend. You'll see it's still got some of the seed treatment on some of it. So making use of what we got, reducing cost. Just looking at one of the fields destined for bird food. Get a flaming black grass kill here. Christ. Just gonna see if we can mix it like this. To be able to do a decent bit of mixing like that. Just put the bag on the 4 straps and you open her up and you don't fill the bag. Right, so we've mixed up a good chunk of this seed. Well, not mixed it up, put it in here. We've got the sunflowers at the top and I can't get to the rest of it, but we got the sorghum and stuff underneath. So just putting some buckwheat in now. Sunflowers, sorghum, and then little triangle shaped ones of buckwheat going in the second tank. Onto the small seeds now. Got loads of red clover, got some Phacelia, crimson clover, and kale. So we've got everything just about mixed up. Now in the small seeds, for the plots that are more game covers, we have got kale, fodder radish, Phacelia, linseed, mustard. And then you can see slightly different in here. No fodder radish, no kale, but instead we've got crimson clover and red clover. So these are the rotational fields that were going to be spring barley, but are instead winter bird food this year. So a lot of that clover is for all the fertility building. The idea of that is when the plots start to die off, and I mean they're pretty much dead by sort of February time, in that March and April when they're kind of, well, March, April, May to be honest, when they're kind of dead before we then follow with the legume fallow. Hopefully there'll be some clovers doing a bit of work, and maybe we keep those clovers into the legume fallow after them. I don't know, but we will see. But anyway, £843 a hectare for winter bird food, plus a no insecticide option. It's touching 900, so it's not a bad option. Economics wise, that £900 a hectare is currently just over 5 tonnes of feed barley, but obviously with nowhere near the growing expenses and or rotational soil health, diversity, benefits that go along with that, and you don't have to harvest it or combine it. So as far as I can see, in a year like this when we wouldn't have got spring drop barley drilled till May, I think definitely a win. But yeah, happy days. So got to get on with drilling now, and we're just coming up to mid-June. I know some people like to get their bird food plots in May. I think it's a daft idea because it's never warm enough, don't get enough rain. So we've done this for a few years now. We don't drill until mid-June, and next year I won't be drilling until probably late June, early July, so we'll see how that goes. So we just finished drilling in this field. You see there, direct into the residues of a grazed cover crop, which is good. Very low cost. I haven't done any cultivations here, but we have in some other places. Just a little look at the seed. Oh, it's tight. So you can see we haven't gone too deep at all. There's a barley there, and there's a little vetch. There's a linseed and a stone. Maximum depth of about 1 inch, working to about half. Yeah, so we didn't want to go too deep just because of all those small seeds. In an ideal world, when we've got those clovers in, I would rather broadcast them on top. Really need to get around to putting a stocks jet on the rolls, to be honest, and just doing things with that, because to be honest, with a spinner on the back of a bike, it's a right old pain. It takes ages. Your arse and your thumb goes numb by the end of the day. But yeah, so this one's been direct drilled because it didn't need anything. Basically, it's left in good order from the cover crop. It did have a subsoil a couple before the wheats last harvest, so why not? As you can see, I'll just turn around. We have done some cultivations. So if I just zoom in here, this area there just went through. Sorry, it's wavy. It's 9x zoom. Was done because we had a straw stack there after the wheat harvest, and yeah, it's quite compacted, so that has been lifted. And then this field, we did actually stone pick this field a few months ago, believe it or not. Still absolutely full of stones, but that's some of the ground that we farm. So just to level it after the stone picker has gone through. I mean, it looks like nothing's even gone through it. It's still absolutely full of stones, as you can see. But just the middle has gone through with a spring tines, and then we'll probably just lightly disc over the top of this just to level. But you can see here, there's a bit of a row of stones up the middle. Couple of lapwings down there. So this is a 48-metre bird food strip that we've got down the bottom end of this field, and this is a bit that was underwater for, I'm going to say, about 4 or 5 months. It's only just got dry now, so any wheat that was there has been taken out. So we're just going to put this winter bird food as a cover crop in here now, just along the bottom here. Having a bit of fun with 2 demo tractors. Got the Massey 8S 305, and then the John Deere 6R 215. So a fair bit of difference in horsepower, but just having a bit of a play. See, this is our X Game cover here, quite cracked and dry. It's just making use of the demo tractor. It's just starting to spit with rain, but we'll get done what we can. Hopefully be doing something. It is a low disturbance subsoiler, so it won't be doing a lot, but that's the idea, just getting rid of all this compaction. So this is in a field of winter wheat, which we wiped out, because you can see it looked alright in the middle, but just thin. Full of weeds, and on the edge of the field there was just nothing left. So took the decision that bird food was a better option. It's not doing everywhere, but just the bad bits, the bits that sat underwater. So the idea here is to just lift it a little bit, get a bit of air in there. You see, this bottom end of the field isn't too heavy, but it's quite loamy ground. But some of it can structure. You can see this. Some of it can structure quite well, but we're just trying not to move it too much. If you move this ground too much, it just sets, so it's quite platey. It just sets like absolute concrete. But that's what we want. Enough to allow the air and roots to get going, but not too much. So this is a spot where we had 2 lapwings fledge this year, which was brilliant. So now they've gone, we are planting winter bird food. You can see the bottom of the wheat there. It's supposed to be straight across the field, but it all flooded out. Literally where the drill is now, there was a massive pond. But we're finally getting there. We finally got some hot weather. We are at the 19th or 20th of June now. So thanks for watching that. Trying to desperately restructure some compacted soils, it's fair to say, and establish those bird food. We'll be getting another video out in the next few days on how those bird food plots have done, and to give you a little bit of a spoiler, they look bloody brilliant. So yeah, keep on the lookout and subscribe.